I'm in an abandoned hotel in Egypt and I saw something in the chart. Every single video starts like that, right, guys? But that's the reality. Whenever I have a minute of my time, I open my phone, I check the charts, and either I place a trade or I record a video like today for you. But today, it's not only about the charts. Today, I want to show you this unique location where I am. Just take a look. Here we have almost a finished hotel. However, something has happened to the management and probably to the finance department, and they were not able to finish it. We're in the middle of Egypt, and here is a luxurious, beautiful, huge hotel. I actually don't know how many villas grows there are, but there are so many. At here, we have a beach. We're gonna slowly go together to the beach so I can show it to you. But there's nobody, just me, my charts, and you right now. Before going to the beach, I want to enter the room and see how it looks like. I really like these locations because it's a unique opportunity to see something that you cannot see every single day. Something that is really unique. And let's go together here. I hope this thing's not gonna fall on me. Hopefully. But it looks almost finished. Where am I? Well, that should be a hotel room and should be a beautiful terrace, and people will one day wake up from this terrace and gonna see this view right here. Okay, and probably this view will be 10 times better with a restaurant, pool, kids playing around, beautiful girls walking, and music in the background. And it can be my and your future if we make smart decisions in the crypto market. And make smart decisions, there is no better time than now. Because now it is the time to open the charts, and when everybody is bearish, to actually take a look, analyze, study, and make the decisions to invest in certain tokens and certain coins. Because certain tokens will do 5x or 10x in value from the amount that they are today. So if one day you wake up and the token that on the, let's assume 4th of April was at 10 cents, and one day it is at $1, means the 10 picks. Now, if you would invest it $1,000 in it, you would have $10,000. And if you put $5,000 in it, you would have 50K. And the reality is that in crypto, you can actually make this money quite fast without much effort. However, of course, it requires a high value of risk. You have to put your money, you have to believe in that, and you have to take a calculated risk, is what I call. And basically, I'm in the crypto field for years right now. I work in it, I invest, I trade, and basically that's the only way how I want to live my life, because I want to go to these kind of destinations, exploring different places and having crazy experiences. We finished this motivational speech. We can jump in the charts and we can see what the charts are actually telling us, because what the charts are telling us, it will change how we actually look in the market right now. What I have right now on my screen is the Bitcoin USDT chart. Okay, you can see that Bitcoin today is at $83,000. And at the bottom of the chart, we can see the two indicators that I almost always present into my videos. So the light blue line right here and the violet line right here. Basically, it represents the 3-day cycle indicator, the violet half, and cheap week cycle indicator is represented by the pie. And here's Bitcoin cherry. Now, what do? We basically take a look and analyze where are we today. Today, we are in the 2-week cycle bottom and the Bittrex console. As simple as that. However, the 3-day cycle indicator, basically the short-term indicator, is at the top and it's currently reversing to the downside. So what does it say to us? It says that, hey, now we might be at the top, at the local top. Okay, and today it might be not the best opportunity to invest, guys. The short-term indicator is indicating a reversal. It can mean that Bitcoin will go down temporarily, and I want to say temporarily because Bitcoin always goes up every single year. You can see it outperforms gold, it outperforms stocks, and outperforms equity markets, metals, and so on. And am I buying Bitcoin today? No, I'm not. Why do I make this decision? Because I take a look at the 3-day cycle and the 2-week cycle indicators. That's it. If you want to learn about these indicators, you simply go below my video and click on strategymaster.io. You register for the newsletter. You're going to get access to the indicators. You're going to get an explanation how the indicators work. And you're going to finally understand and start making money with crypto, exactly like I do. Now, let's jump back into the charts to see how these indicators reacted in the past. Now look, here we are in February 2025. Everybody was bullish. Bitcoin was about 100K. Do you remember those times? Because at that time, I was like, oh, okay, this is great. However, there are two problems. Right here, we had the 3-day cycle indicator top and the 2-week cycle indicator was going down. So I expected that we are going to have a downturn. Now, I didn't expect that we're going to have such a big downturn. I thought that, the market is more bullish in general and we might probably bounce for a 5K area, but this took a lot. And if you look a little bit in the past, you can see that whenever we approach the 3-day cycle indicator bottom, we bounce in the short term. So that's how, ladies and gentlemen, you can understand if a bounce, it's a temporary one, or if a bounce is just start of a bullish trend, okay? Simply by looking at these two indicators. There's nothing more. You don't have to pay attention to Trump's tariff. Donald J. Trump is the president of the United States, and he basically does a lot of announcements. And people think that they affect the market. However, market is regulated by cycles, and cycles have a specific time period when they occur. And if we are in the bearish trend, sure, Trump's tariffs can affect us in the short term. We might experience lower levels than initially expected. However, the cycles will follow. Because we are in the third year of a bull market and the bull market didn't finish, we are going to continue the bull market once the 2-week cycle indicator is going to reverse. And to answer this last question, when the 2-week cycle indicator is going to reverse, how to shot. We can see that the 2-week cycle indicator on top was proven the New Year's. That's exactly the all-time high of Bitcoin, right? It's over 100,000. Right here, the 2-week cycle indicator was breaching the top. Now, last time it happened, again, we had a top signal right here. 2-week cycle indicator top April 2024. How much time it usually takes for the cycle to reset? Well, last year, it took this time. So from March to July, it took about 3 to 4 months to fully make a bottom. Full bottom was actually in September, which means that it can actually take up to half a year to make a proper bottom. Where are we right now and when the top was made? And the 2-week cycle indicator top was right here, December. Now, if we add 4 months, we are in April. If we add additional 2 months, we are in June. Meaning that somewhere between June and April, we're going to have this ultimate bottom. Now, if you want an exact time frame, I'll give you an exact time frame. Wait for the 3-day cycle indicator bottom and then buy Bitcoin and buy other currencies. The 3-day cycle will go down in around 10 days from now, from the moment I publish this video. We will experience an increase in price. How much it will be, I definitely cannot tell you, but I can tell you one thing. 2-week cycle indicator is about to reverse to the upside. It will happen within the next 1, maximum 2 months. If you want to know when the bull market will come back again, turn on CoinMarketCap and TradingView charts in one from now. You will see a positive reaction in the market, and market will perform well this summer. Most people are actually afraid of summers because they believe in seasonality in the crypto market. However, I don't believe in seasonality, and I believe in cycles, and you should too. So follow cycles, subscribe to the newsletter, and if you want to trade, simply go down below to the description and simply click on the BTCC link. Get a 10% deposit bonus and trade with the bonus. That's it, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I see that many of you are not yet subscribed to the channel, so you can miss important updates. Don't miss the updates. Subscribe to the channel and see you in the next one, and see you maybe in Egypt one day.